He was very quiet and he came in with some very accomplished watercolours, and he said that he wanted to do a little watercolour course, but we felt that he was someone who had a lot more potential.
That's when they suggested I did a course that would actually give me a qualification rather than just filling the time with a hobby course, you know.
I remember him going, he was so nervous and he wouldn't drive because he didn't know where to park. So he said, "Oh, I'm getting the bus down." And he was absolutely shaking, he was really nervous. But he went.
I was determined to do it. I thought I was determined to do it until I got there. And then I saw the age range. It was predominantly young people. Going into town, what the bloody hell am I doing? Wouldn't it be easier not to bother? Shall I just go home? Well, at least let's look at the place and see what it's like. Saw it. What the hell? What am I doing? I'm definitely going home. Walk past on the other side, then I'm going somewhere else. Round the block. Pluck up the courage on the 3rd Circuit. Brave the earrings, nose rings, lip rings. Try not to be distracted by the pierced belly button, purple mohicans. Pretend I'm really supposed to be here. I started working here, based here, in 1966 with the Prudential as a district agent. I'd had a back injury which had got progressively worse and worse for about 2 years. I finished up wearing quite a heavy corset with straps and buckles and all kinds. And after several appointments with doctors and specialists, the Prudential appointed their own.
And he just said, "Oh, you've worked for the Pru for 30 odd years now. I think your back's that bad, you should stop." And we literally came out and went, "Yeah!" So that was it, and we went to the pub, I think, and got drunk.
Well, Tony nearly didn't come in, he tells us.
So I've been a long time out of education and out of any kind of education establishment. It took a lot of, I had to steel myself to go in.
He would have been absolutely petrified.
My sort of mantra through the day was, I'm here because I want to be here. If I don't want to be here, I can always go home.
But he soon got himself dressed up in newspaper.
What we didn't realise is that we'd have to wear it. So we were a bit ambitious with what we made. Eventually, when we did wear it, what we didn't realise further was that we'd have to parade around the college with it. So we were really embarrassed, but it certainly did break the ice.
I think that was his biggest surprise, to enter into the college life so quickly and end up bedazzling everyone with newspaper.
I didn't want to be there initially. I was really bottling it. But at the end, I didn't want to go home. I've got 3 young granddaughters who they love all of this.
It was like a child when he came in, you know, the painting and everything.
I'd say to them, "What have you been doing today?" You know, and they'd say, "Well, I've been playing with clay." "So have I." That's what I've been doing. Or, "What have you done today?" "Finger painting." "So have I." You know, so it was fantastic.
For my dad, it was sort of like playing as well as work. Probably felt a bit guilty because he was enjoying himself a lot.
Well, working at the shed's really convenient, obviously, because I can walk up the garden and do an hour's work and knock off a cup of tea and what have you. Unfortunately, it's very limited with headspace.
He's always made small models and it's just grown 100-fold.
His work is totally unrecognisable from the tiny little pieces of artwork he started with to these beautiful raggedy organic sculptures now.
First commission was incredible because it was while I was still at college at Wirral Met doing my BA honours degree. Some people from Lever Fabergé came round. They wanted to sponsor local people to produce 3 pieces of artwork, which were 3 big sculptural metal panels, about 10 foot by 4 foot, which was a big thing for me. I was creating sculptures that people were very complimentary about and very enthusiastic and encouraging about. And that's very seductive when people praise you and they compliment you. You tend to want to do more of it. And that launched me really onto 3D rather than 2D work. Quite a traumatic experience for me really. My first real solo exhibition. We got everything set up and we came up early, my wife and I, for the night of the private view. Paul, one of the lads who is one of the curators here, had a real dour expression on his face and said, "I've got some bad news for you." So my heart sank because I thought, with it being metal sculptures, some of it had come to bits or collapsed or something.
From very little small introverted pieces of work, he launched into these big beautiful organic forms of leaping tigers.
And with the same sort of deadpan expression and tone of voice, he said, afraid we've had to buy one of your pieces for the permanent collection.
And there's such a transformation in the way he works, and such a transformation in his confidence, and the fact that he's exhibiting now so widely. We just really applaud that he can start from such small beginnings and produce these exquisite sculptures. It's a joy to see.
That he'd finally done something at his age is quite unusual. People tend to take a back seat then, don't they? And he went for it, and I'm really proud of him.
It's a new lease of life for both of us, really. It's great.
And this is finished up in the same room as Henry Moore, Elizabeth Frink, Sir Alfred Munnings. It's, you know, it goes beyond explanation for me. It's fantastic, and this is the first time I've seen it since it was taken into the permanent collection, so it's a fantastic experience. I'm thrilled to bits.